How are you?
We was just in the same class in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Washington.
So I'm supposed to remember you. Okay, can I tell y'all that this man just said, do you remember me?
From 6th and 7th grade.
Make it make sense to me. He said we were in the same class in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Okay.
That part.
He's being serious.
Yes,
though.
he
Are you being
is.
serious? I do not. I'm sorry. No, I don't remember the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th grade.
We were in the same class.
Okay.
Me, you, and
Well, it's nice to meet you. Yo. Hello. Okay. All right.
All right. Before we go, we're gonna go to our apology video in a second. Your initial thoughts when you saw that before we go to our apology video, then we'll have our full-on debate.
Okay, this is after a day of her people waiting in line for hours to meet her, get their bottle signed, all of this stuff. Mm-hmm. So devil's advocate, for real, the brother should have got in line and probably went inside and said that to her. I think she probably could have responded a little. She didn't need to say aloud necessarily that, oh, he said he remembered from the system. I don't remember those years. Whatever. She maybe didn't need to do all of that. But I would just be like, hey, brother, you get more flies with honey. And you could have went and did what everybody else did. And he could have just said, oh my God, fine. Like, we went to middle school together as she's taking a picture with him or signing. I think it was just the whole setup. It's like you kind of waited, and I'm not gonna say he ambushed her, but he waited for her outside rather than just going inside. And you might not have bought a bottle, but you might have congratulated her, whatever the case may be, and took a picture and kept it moving. I don't know if it was necessarily something where you had to buy a bottle, because I went to the one for what's their name? Morris Chestnut, Tay Diggs, and Harold Perrineau.
Oh, I forgot theirs. Yeah.
I have a bottle signed. I haven't opened it. I got that a year ago. I'm letting it age. But they signed it and we took a picture. Now I could have said to Harold, "Oh my God, I've been a fan of yours since I saw
Sable Bourbon."
Sable Bourbon. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what's like Sable.
Yeah.
Since I saw you in Romeo and Juliet. Or Tay Diggs didn't show up. I was gonna pull him. I'm just letting y'all know. But he didn't show up, so it was just Morris. Morris is married. Harold is married. So y'all, But Tay, you on limits. Like you fair game, nigga. Like the mother niggas is off, but you on.
And he said he only dating black women from now on too.
That's cool. We can have fun together, do TikToks together.
He said it ain't worth it. He said it ain't worth it for him.
Well, you got to look. So I'll do your eyeliner and everything. We can sing 25,600 minutes together. Seasons of Love. Okay. Brown Sugar is my favorite movie.
All right, I'm gonna play her part of her apology here.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, I broke the all-time record for the largest bottle signing in Georgia history. The bottle was by far our highest price point ever in a year when the spirits market is.
Yep, go ahead.
She gonna love some numbers, but don't know the numbers and caught up in a scandal.
I'm gonna get to that.
Trading down. Every location we released it at, including DC and Maryland, sold out within an hour. That should have been the story. Instead, the headline became 60 seconds at the start of the night. Before I say anything else, I want to be clear. That moment is mine. I own it. I apologized immediately, and there are parts of it I would handle differently today. Accountability doesn't require perfection. It requires ownership, and I've taken it. So now let me walk you through that moment. As I stepped out of the car, I was stopped several times for photos. After 4 or 5, I let people know, I gotta get inside. There are hundreds waiting for me. When I turned, a man I didn't know was standing directly in my path, inches from my face, no smile, no greeting, just a blank stare. He asked if I knew him from school more than 35 years ago. He mentioned a middle school and 2 other people. I went to 3 different schools between the 6th and the 9th grade and graduated from a different one entirely. So I was startled. So was everyone around me. Security was close, but I've always asked them to stand back unless I believe I'm in danger. I like to speak to everyone, hug everyone, make people feel seen. So instead of calling security, I tried to move us out of that moment I couldn't fully read, and I did that with a joke. In hindsight, I would have handled that moment completely differently. The joke wasn't meant to embarrass him, it was meant to diffuse uncertainty. I apologized publicly and immediately and asked for his contact information so I could apologize directly. Friends who were with him said he wasn't embarrassed and actually laughed afterward. The video was first posted by a woman who was in close proximity to the exchange with a positive message about how I handled it, how I stayed more than 4 hours, signing every bottle, taking every picture, spending time with every person who came. Then verified accounts commented. Then online blogs picked it up. And that's when the switch flipped. Within minutes, my comments were flooded, thousands of them. Not disagreement, coordination. I was on a plane when I saw one comment that read, "You better get off these comments, turn them off, because we're coming for you." I stayed up all Friday night, not so much as a nap. By the time I arrived at Chats in DC for that bottle signing, I'd been awake for 34 hours. One of the reasons they call me the People CEO is because I respond to every DM and every comment. I always have. So I started clicking profiles. There were numerous accounts calling for me to be canceled or boycotted. The majority had no posts or only a handful, none of them personal. Most were private. Almost all were following more.
All right, that's a lot. It's not.
Girl, so you, like we said, the number now you in PR crisis mode.
Look,
like I said,
look, we fuck with Fawn Weaver. I had 2-3 bottles of Uncle Dear sitting on my bar right now, right there. So I fuck with her heavy. But she was trying to hot side on this nigga. She was trying to hide, and the fact that she didn't even realize she was hot siding means that she be doing that shit like privately is what I'm saying. Like the idea that she was like, "Hey, yo, peep this out. This nigga right here think he know me from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade." That's the way I took it.
Or you could have said, "Okay."
No, if somebody said they knew you and they knew the school I went to, I would assume they knew me for real.
But also, I would have been like, okay, jog my memory. You saying all these other people that I also don't remember. What's your name? But like she said, she ended up getting his contact information, and she knows she shouldn't have did that.
But it's and my thing is, in this moment right now, you already got bad PR, Fawn. Right now, in this moment that we're in, this past year, or the last, I wouldn't say past year, what was that, 6 months?
Past year.
Yeah.
It's been a time.
You gotta be, I'm not saying you gotta kiss no ass to everybody, but this ain't good PR for you right now.
Right.
You gotta suck it up to a certain extent. Like, if that makes sense. I ain't saying like you gotta kiss everybody's ass and like someone is out of bounds on you, but you should have, she could have been like, "Oh snap, you went to McKinley with me? Oh snap. Dude, good to see you, dude. I'm gonna pop up in there. Hey, come on over to the table though, man, and we'll chop it up about it real quick, all right? I'll see you, brother." Boom.
Yeah, no, just like I said, it's so many ways it could have been. To be honest, I don't think that situation would have went like that had he just got in line with everybody else. I don't think.
But my thing is though that she did the whole thing of like putting them on front stage.
Yeah, I don't think. But
hey, everybody.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the whole thing, I don't think this situation, it would even be a thing had he kind of, like she said, like, you kind of blindsided me. I'm going in. Now but this is where we go back to thinking before we speak and not being so reactive and taking kind of like a quick beat before you say something.
And I know she probably had 55 people and she tired of fucking talking to people. I get that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in this moment, you're going to have to be different because you under the light switch.
Yeah, I mean, because like people, especially considering that people are rooting for you, you know, and wanting you to win, to succeed, to have this, and
honestly, it was a weak ass apology because why the fuck you running the numbers if you're supposed to be apologizing?
That's what I said. She don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I knew that whatever she was about to say was not going to be authentic. To me, it made it worse.
It did.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes you say shit and you just gotta let it blow over. Maybe she since she answered everything. Tweet through. You know, like maybe we send her this clip and say, "We heard that you respond to every DM. Maybe we can help you on a PR front."
Well, why was she running numbers? That was a PR thing to be like, "Hey, I am sorry about that situation. Why are you running numbers about what you've been selling and what you've been doing?"
Again, when you don't have a publicist, Because to be honest, she probably ran. It don't even look like she was reading something. And I mean, because like, you know, and she might not have been, or she might have had Big View where now they have it where you can have it on the screen, the teleprompter. So it could be that, because it was very polished and like kind of news reporter-esque. If we're gonna be honest.
She wrote this out before she did this.
Oh, she absolutely wrote it out. That's why I was like, it was probably in big view and kind of on her screen, and it could have been like, hey, you know, I saw this guy. Like, this is just me, like, kind of mirroring what she did. She said, you know, we have XYZ, the biggest this, that. So the clip that's going viral, instead of us focusing on the positive, this clip is going viral of this interaction that I had with this guy. Blah 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 blah. I should have handled it. And all she should have said was, there's a clip of me that's going viral where I don't have the most pleasant interaction with a patron. He said he knew me from middle school. I wouldn't even resurface it. We go back over it. I would say I was trying to be silly and funny, and I should not have done that. I should have handled that differently. Like, you know, and that should have been it. And, you know, I have gotten in contact with the person. We've had our own conversation that you know, isn't to be shared. And I apologize, but I did apologize to him. And that be it. That's all we needed to know. And did we need to even know that? No, but I get to save face. That's all you needed to say. And that's it. And that's
I think the apology made it worse, to be honest with you.
The apology did make it worse. That's what it did, because it's not an apology. It is. I said, you know, like, you know, but she just should have handled it differently. And sometimes, like, we've all been there where it's like, I probably shouldn't have said that, or I probably could have said that a little softer, you know, whatever. And then you go about, like, that's what it is. But yeah.
Yeah, fine. I'm still rocking with Uncle Nearest. Like the story of Uncle Nearest and where she came from, how she developed this whole concept is fucking amazing, man. And shout out to Fawn. She just, you know, may be a little extra sometimes. It look like, and maybe and to a certain extent, this is if I'm putting my marketing hat on, I will be telling her now, you need to I know you are the brand in front of it, but you need to figure out a way for that your personalized self is not a part of the brand. You got to transition it where you don't have to push the brand anymore, period. Yep. You got to figure out, you might pay for a spokesperson, some dude, you know, maybe you paying for Morris Chestnut, but some actor to be in the commercials and they're pushing it where you don't have to personally be the people's CEO anymore, because that's not sustainable over time.
Yeah, it's not.
Be that person that is the facial of, you never want to be full facial of the brand. At some point, you have to transition out. And no disrespect to it, and it was actually something smart this brother did. Diddy actually did that, I feel, with Sean John, where it actually didn't, you forget that it was actually Diddy's brand. The clothes we claim, look, no lie, them Sean John shoes was some quality shit. They're quality material. I never purchased one, but I felt them. Yeah. And I was like, dang, I don't like this nigga. I can't buy it. But they feel quality. But you forget, because at least he did that one thing right, where he actually moved the brand away from being about him to being more of a brand singularly that can sit outside of being him. Yeah. Now, he messed it up with all the things he's done, but Fawn's got to figure that out. Figure out how to do that at some point, unless that's the only thing that she has left because of all the stuff with the conservatorship. Maybe that's the only thing that she can do now, is that because of them, what they did with them taking it back. Yeah. Maybe they said that you only can be the brand person. So I don't know.
Well, at this point, they still allowed her to be the face. That was definitely part of that deal,
right? But then she can't transition in if that's part of the deal.
But I'm like, you have to, if that's going to be your thing where you're still pushing the brand to profit so y'all can start paying back that loan, you got to handle yourself differently. And you have to figure out how you want to appear, because what you're going to do is turn people off. And y'all know how us blacks get boycotted. They did it to Target, they'll do it to your shit.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends because we got all the tea. And if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side so you can see other stuff and again share it with everybody.